Welcome to the Fit Small Business QuickBooks Online training course. In this lesson, we're going to cover how to run a profit and loss statement in QuickBooks Online. To follow along with me, log into your QuickBooks Online account now or click the link below for a free 30-day trial of QuickBooks Online. You can also click this link to access our full QuickBooks Online course and other helpful resources. Let's get started. The profit and loss statement provides a summary of your revenue minus expenses for a specific period of time, such as a month, a quarter, or a year. It tells you your bottom line net profit or loss. You may have heard this statement referred to by other names, such as P&L, income statement, statement of earnings, and statement of operations. It's important to understand if you are making money or losing money and why. I don't know anyone who is in business to lose money. However, if you are losing money, then you want to quickly understand why so that you can turn things around. I recommend reviewing the profit and loss statement at least on a monthly basis so you can review revenue and expense trends and know where you stand from a profitability standpoint. To help demonstrate the components of the profit and loss statement, we will use a fictitious company, Paul's Plumbing. Below, I have identified 4 sections of the profit and loss statement for Paul's Plumbing. This profit and loss statement is for the period January 1st through September 29, 2016. Section 1 shows the revenue earned from the sale of products and services for this designated time period. Paul's Plumbing had a total revenue of $6,259. Section 2 shows the cost of producing all the products sold, cost of goods sold, and the gross profit, which is the difference between the revenue and the cost of goods sold. Paul's Plumbing had a total cost of goods sold of $1,750 for the designated time period. Total revenue, Section 1, was $6,259. The difference between total revenue and cost of goods sold is the gross profit here of $4,509. Gross profit represents the profit before operating expenses are subtracted. Typically, if you do not carry an inventory, then you will not have cost of goods sold on your profit and loss statement. Section 3 shows the expenses the business has incurred, such as advertising costs. Paul's Plumbing had total expenses of $2,808.47. And finally, Section 4. This section shows the business's net income, sometimes referred to as the bottom line. It is the difference between the total revenue, Section 1, and total expenses, Section 3. Paul's Plumbing has a net income of $2,200.53. If revenue exceeds expenses, then the bottom line will be a positive number, which means that the business was profitable for the specified time period. That is the case here for Paul's Plumbing, and it is what every business strives for. However, if you are in business long enough, you could have a result where your expenses exceed your revenue, which would result in a negative bottom line or a net loss. At the end of the video, I will provide you with some valuable action items to help you further analyze your income and expenses. You can run a profit and loss statement in QuickBooks Online in under 2 minutes. First, from the home page, click on the Reports option located on the left menu bar. The profit and loss statement is the very first report located under the Recommended Reports tab. From this screen, we have several options to choose from. Starting with the Print button, you have the ability to print this report. You also have the option to email this report to anyone that you would like to review it, for example, an accountant or a tax professional. The Export button allows you to export this report to Excel, where you could make notes and do further analysis. The Customize button allows you to customize a number of areas of the report, including general information like date range, report basis. Also, it allows you to control how many columns you can see, either one column or multiple columns for each month. It allows you to change the header or footer information and also to format numbers. The Collapse button. You can use the Collapse button if you actually have sub-accounts on the report. This button allows you to hide that level of detail if you so choose. Save Customizations allows you to save any custom changes that you have made to the report so that you can use them again. Transaction date. You have the option to select the time period that you would like to run the report for. You have two ways of doing this. The first field, if you click the drop down, gives you specified time periods that QuickBooks has set up already. So you can select one of these, or you can actually type in the specific dates that you'd like to run the report for. After you've done that, you can just click the Run Report button, and you've got the report that you wanted. To the far right, you'll notice the basis has been indicated for the report. In our report, it says cash basis. So basically, there are two options for basis: cash basis or accrual basis accounting. Most small businesses use cash basis accounting because it is simpler than accrual. If you're not sure which method you should use, ask your accountant and click here to read more about these two accounting methods in our article, Small Business Accounting, Accrual versus Cash. In order to solidify how what you do in QuickBooks will impact your financial statements, let's walk through a common business transaction for Paul's Plumbing to see how it will impact his profit and loss statement. So Paul has created an invoice for one of his customers, so we will go ahead and navigate to the Customer Center by clicking on Customers on the left-hand side. And we'll go ahead and scroll down and display this invoice we just created. The invoice that was created is for plumbing services. The total amount of the invoice is $500. So we're going to go ahead and receive payment against this invoice. In the How to Receive Payments lesson, we walk through step by step how to receive payments and apply them to open invoices. Click here to watch this video tutorial. So we'll go ahead and click Receive Payment here. And we'll just designate the payment method, and then we can save this transaction. Now let's take a look at the impact creating an invoice and receiving a payment has on Paul's profit and loss statement. There are 4 accounts that have been impacted by these transactions: total income, gross profit, net operating income, and net income. On the left-hand side of your screen, we've got the profit and loss statement before those transactions were created. And on the right-hand side, we've got the profit and loss statement after those transactions were created. So starting with total income. Total income before was $6,259. That has increased by $500 to $6,759 on the right. Gross profit before was $4,509, and now gross profit is $5,009. Net operating income was $1,700.53 before, and after those transactions were saved, net operating income is $2,200.53. And finally, net income, our bottom line, was $2,200.53, and it has increased by $500 to $2,700.53. If you are on the accrual basis of accounting, the invoice will show up on the profit and loss statement after you create the invoice. For those on the cash basis of accounting, you will have to complete both steps, create the invoice and receive the payment as we just did, to see any changes on your profit and loss statement. For more information on cash versus accrual, ask your accountant. You can also click here to read our article on small business accounting, accrual versus cash. You should now have a pretty good understanding of what the P&L statement is, how to run a P&L in QuickBooks, and how important it is to the overall success of your business. Here are a few processes that I recommend you put into place immediately. Be sure all income and expenses are entered into QuickBooks Online as often as possible. At a minimum, you want to do this each month. Review your profit and loss statements on a monthly basis. Investigate revenue and expense trends that you notice while reviewing your profit and loss statement. For example, ask yourself these questions. Is your revenue consistently going up or down each month? If so, why? Are there specific times during the year when revenue drops or spikes? If so, what is the reason for this? Is this normal? Similar, you want to do the same thing for expenses. Are your expenses consistently going up or down each month? If so, why? Are there certain times during the year when your expenses go up or down? If so, why is that happening? Take action based on your findings. Be sure to share your P&L statement with your accountant and tax professional who can provide you with more guidance. That wraps up the lesson on how to run a profit and loss statement in QuickBooks Online. To access our full QuickBooks Online course or any of the other lessons in this series, click this link. You can also find a link below this video for a free 30-day trial of QuickBooks Online. If you have feedback about this course or if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe.